Last year it was Teddy Bridgewater with Joe Brady in Carolina. Brady, the offensive coordinator under Matt Rule. Now, Sam Darnold, the guy. Also, that I don't think I've ever seen the plexiglass backdrop for the press conference.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I feel like I saw it somewhere else recently.
I like it.
I do too.
I like it
because you see it. You see it a lot over in Europe with the soccer. That's where I feel like I've seen it more than anything. But yeah, it's a cool look. It really is. I mean, if they could just move him over a little bit and center it, it'd be perfect. But yeah, I like it. I'm with you.
Look at you. Look at you with all the.
I'm
all
Mr. TV guy over here.
You've learned. the best B-roll of the year though has been the Bears with the train rolling by in the background. That's just awesome. I think every football practice should at some point have a train rolling by. That's as old school as it gets. Sam Darnold, new experience for him with the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers clearly in the market for a franchise quarterback. And we even thought that they would consider taking a guy with the 8th overall pick, because David Tepper, the owner of the team, determined to get a guy that's going to be the guy for the next 10 or 15 years. And with Sam Darnold, hey, you're the guy, but just like Teddy Bridgewater, you could be the guy for only 1 year. So you got him at number 19.
Yeah.
And he's in front of some big names.
I
He's
know.
in front of a guy that won a couple of Super Bowls.
That's
and
right.
Ben Roethlisberger. He's in front of Jimmy Garoppolo. Why do you have Darnold, based on what we've seen the last 3 years, including seeing ghosts on a Monday night against the Patriots? Why do you have him at 19?
Well, because I think there's talent there. There's real talent that has not really been exposed quite yet. I think that, like what Joe Brady's saying right there. There's some really high-end things to like about it. Now, yes, it's hard to see. Now, let's not forget, we heard rumors about teams wanting to trade for Sam Darnold. 49ers were one of them. Looks like they might have been trying to replace a Jimmy Garoppolo with a Sam Darnold. But I think when you assess Sam Darnold, you got to be fair here. What did you really expect? A young quarterback going into, wait for it, the worst situation in the freaking NFL. And as you've heard me say before, when you're around crap and crap's all around you, you're going to start to smell like crap and get some crap on you too.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
that will be fine.
Well, it seems to hit home when I say it a lot of times, because people go, yeah, you know what, you're right. There's been nothing there to support him. Now, has his play been perfect? No, but I think sometimes the play that hasn't been perfect is because of the circumstance once again. Yeah, he's young, but trying to push the envelope, maybe doing a little more than he should because the team stunk, so he feels the pressure that way. Lightning quick release. Go ahead.
Yeah, but don't you at least, Chris,
what?
At some point in your first 3 years in the NFL, don't you show us something of what could be? I mean, if Patrick Mahomes had been drafted by the Jets in 2018, 3rd overall,
okay,
we would have seen something in the first 3 years to make us say, wow, this is the guy. He is the one. He just has, as you would say, crap all around.
Well, yes. All right. So first off, it's a great point and question you're asking. It's also, let's just not forget, we're talking about Patrick Mahomes, who me and you, I think we're both fans to say it might be the most talented quarterback we've ever seen in the history of football. And with all that, if he was there, yeah, we would go, damn, it's good. Whoa, it's exciting. It's fun. But you know what? Instead of 2-14 last year, they would have been 4-12. Like, it wouldn't have been that much better. As awesome as Mahomes is, I mean, when you're throwing to Chris Hogan, who's in, a lacrosse league now, and Braxton Berrios and other people who nobody knows of are your number one targets, I don't know what people expect. And then your running back is Frank Gore. No disrespect to the future Hall of Famer, but he's 74 years old now, okay? They don't have a good offensive line, and the defense wasn't good. So, yeah, it's a tough, eval when you take that into account, Mike. But, when I do watch him on film, I see a guy that still has got a lightning quick release, can make every throw in the football field. To me, he's a phenomenal, as you've heard me say before, intermediate thrower. And he's a way better athlete than people give him credit for. That's the other thing. When I went back and watched, I just went, damn, we got to give him a little more notice. I mean, the guy went for a 52-yard touchdown against the Denver Broncos. Right up the middle, weaved through everybody. Ask Jeff Heath how he feels about Sam Darnold when he ran him over on the end zone on a quarterback, read option play. So he can do that, and he's got
Wait, did you say Ronnie Lott or Jeff Heath?
Jeff Heath. It doesn't matter. Yep, he's a safety, and that's a quarterback, and he got ran over, okay? So there's some real athletic ability. He's tough. And, he's got a really unreal ability, and I think we'll see it this year now that he's got a little more talent and the field will be more open because there's more weapons there. This, ability to scramble in the pocket almost. It's almost not – it's like how Ben Roethlisberger used to be. He was like Fred Flintstone running a little area. Well, Sam Darnold, not like he's Fred Flintstone, but he's great at hopping around and moving and making people miss that way and able to throw on the run while kind of looking at the rush but looking upfield at the same time. So, yeah, maybe I'm a little higher than most on Sam Darnold. But
oh, you are.
I am, but I think that I think the circumstances have to be taken into account here, and I think he's going to open up a lot of eyes this year in Carolina.
I'm very disappointed with the control room. Chris Sims makes a Fred Flintstone reference, and he doesn't get the ragtime piano. Really?
No.
Fred Flintstone?
No, because
are you talking about when Fred Flintstone, and now I'm going to get the ragtime for talking about it. Are you talking about when he would bowl, his tippy-toe bowling? Is that what you're talking about?
Or just, just when he's in the car, when he's in the car and his feet just go like this, right? To me, that's how Ben Roethlisberger used to shuffle his feet around got it? Yeah.
Thank you.
But you're right. I guess I'm kind of dating myself there, too, with that. But, see, the problem is Kristen, who's in the control rooms, not that much younger than me to where she doesn't want to play that music because she's like, well, damn, then I'm old. So,
they're doing a reboot of the Flintstones. I think it's like an updated, like the kids are grown up Flintstones. I think I saw that somewhere.
Okay.
I could be. I may have just dreamed it too. That's entirely possible. But there's a new animated Flintstones that is coming. All right, which has nothing to do with what we're otherwise talking about.
So you think
got
Darnold? Yeah. So
you
think he's too high?
I want to wait and see.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to wait and see. And I think the Panthers view this as an investment, a strategic investment. Yeah, they've got him under contract next year at $20 million, fully guaranteed because they picked up his option.
Yep.
I don't think that means he's necessarily going to be there the next 2 years. They owed Teddy Bridgewater $10 million guaranteed, and they found a way to offload him. I think they are so determined to get a franchise quarterback. They're willing to roll the dice with Darnold and see if it works.
Right.
And if it doesn't, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, someone else. They're going to keep turning over stones until they find their franchise quarterback. And that's what this is. Last year it was Teddy Bridgewater. Nope. This year it's Sam Darnold. They're going to turn it over and they're going to see what they have. Maybe yes, maybe no.
Yeah, I'll be shocked. All right, I'm going to put myself out there. I will be shocked if Sam Darnold doesn't have a really damn good year and earn himself at least another year or two of being the starter in Carolina. I think he's handmade for the offense too, Mike. He's got a lot of that Joe Burrow-ness about him. And that's where I see the fit the offense of that. Just he can read and react and dissect and get it out of his hands quick. Hell, McCaffrey, boom. DJ Moore, boom. That's where I get excited. And of course, he's got a little connection with Robbie Anderson, having played with him in the Jets already too. So it's the first time that he's going to have talent, a good system around him in his career, and it's not going to be, he's not going to feel the pressure of having to do too much or do something like that. And that's where I think we're going to see Sam Darnold. Not to say he's going to justify being a top 5 pick, but I think he's going to show everybody that he's a starting quarterback in the NFL this year and maybe silence some of these haters.
Gets his old team right out of the gates week 1 against the Jets, and then the test comes with the Saints. And look, if you're right, the Panthers have a chance to compete with the Saints for second place in the division behind the Buccaneers. And I don't want to write off the Saints. I don't want to write off the Saints as being 14-3 either, because with Sean Payton, you put anybody at quarterback, and this is no disrespect, and it's just what he can do with whoever he has, whatever that lump of clay is.
Right.
He can turn it into something, and he's got a good team around whoever the quarterback is. So they could still be very good, but it sounds like the Panthers could be very good as well, in your estimation.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.